This might be the cheapest, quickest and hard-wearing gate that any DIYer could build. I've been making these gates for a couple of years and I've got some tips that I want to pass on to you. First, we're going to talk about the timber. This is treated 2x4 and we're going to need enough of it to make the structure of the gate. First, we start by cutting the width. We then place the struts on the workbench and space them out to the height we want them. I'm then measuring the total height and dividing it by 2 for the center strut. I'm using these battens at the side to make sure it all stays in place, and we can reuse these battens later on in the project. And for the braces, we simply place these on top of the struts and mark where they intersect. If you've watched this far, then you're probably going to attempt this gate at some point, so make sure you like the video so you can refer back to it later. Simply cut along the lines that you've just marked on for your braces. Be careful to be as accurate as possible here, it will make a difference. Slot them in place to make sure they fit, and it should look like this. Then you're just going to screw it all together. I'm using 4mm by 100mm wood screws. Now we can give this gate some real strength by fitting the treated tongue and groove boards. Depending on the width of the gate, you're going to have to trim these panels down. I personally like to take a small amount off each side of the gate so I don't have the tongue or the groove showing. It's worth pointing out that I try and keep a 1mm gap between each one of these boards. That allows for expansion when the gate gets really wet. If you don't have a circular saw, or you're like me and you forget it, you can do this with a handsaw, it just takes a little bit longer. At least with a handsaw you don't get covered in sawdust. Now you've got everything cut to size, you just need to nail the boards in place. I'm using the DeWalt Second Fix nailer to speed things up, but you can use stainless steel nails. Now it's time to make the final adjustments. I'm keeping 150mm overhang from the top and bottom strut, making the gate a total height of 185cm. My next gate project is a premium mortise and tenon gate, so make sure you keep your eyes open for that one.